We're about a month away from the trade deadline, and we might add Luis Severino's name to the list for a ball club. It's complicated, but USA Today's Bob Nightingale essentially said that the A's cannot wait to trade him. Months after signing him, they cannot wait to trade him. And Luis has been very vocal, very transparent about how he does not like the organization and the way that the setup is. He went from the bougie Mets to the minor league ballpark A's, and he knew it. He signed a 3-year, $67 million contract. He's got a player option on that third year, so he was well aware of what he was getting himself into.
No, I don't think he was. No, I think you're wrong about that. I think
really?
I didn't think he thought it would be this bad. I don't even know if he took a visit there before he signed.
He did. They did at Sutter Field. He did his press conference.
Yeah, but he had already agreed by that point.
I agree.
What I'm saying is, did he go there before?
You can flunk your own physical to get out of it.
But here's the thing, though. What he says, though, it's not the same. We don't have a lot of fans, which they don't. They're not drawing very well.
Neither did Oakland, in fairness,
for
Oakland. That big
but
ballpark.
Oakland at least was a big stadium, and it felt like a big league park, right?
Yep.
And then you go, our clubhouse is in left field, which is a pain in the ass. People can say, oh, it's the big leagues. It's a pain in the ass. Players go in the clubhouse all the time, trust me. Especially pitchers. Pitchers go up there and sit in the air conditioning between innings and do things, and players go up there all the time. So don't give me, players sit in the dugout. Some players sit in the dugout more than others, okay? And then the other thing is, Sacramento is getting played on every single day. When they go on the road, the A's go on the road, the Giants AAA comes into place. The field is getting beat up. How many pitchers have complained about the mound? It's a minor league park. I'm sorry. And the difference, if people say, what about Steinbrenner? That's the Yankees park. The Yankees versus the Athletics, and even the Giants to an extent in AAA, are going to spend more money to make Steinbrenner Field because the Yankees want the best of the best. So Severino played for the Yankees in Steinbrenner. He knows what it's like. Then he played for the Mets. They're spending money on everything. And then he goes to the A's that are like, we're going to get by in AAA for 3 years.
But nothing that you just said is something that I was unaware of, and that
he didn't know it was going to be this bad.
You don't know the extent of it because we're talking about little things that really make you. He never threw a pitch. Nobody threw a pitch on that mound, which has come out to say Pablo probably hurt his arm. Zach Wheeler said he had to throw all arm. You didn't know that the air conditioning in the locker room wasn't going to work. You didn't know what that walk from left field is. Luis Severino's been a big leaguer for a long time. To say you're going back to a minor league field, how bad could it actually be? Like, teams don't totally understand unless you talk to another player. Players talk all the time. Hey, what's it like to be with the Marlins? Well, you know what? We don't have TV or air conditioning on our team plane. Here's a picture of me and Yelly sweating with our shirts off on an actual team flight with the Marlins. Whoa, I don't want to go there. But we love this manager, whatever. He did not know. You can't know the little things that make 162 games a grind, that make every 7 days when you're like, we're going back home. A grind. And clearly, based on his numbers, he's feeling that. And the A's want to trade him because they did. The only reason they signed him was so they could get to their mandatory minimum threshold.
Yes.
They were told to spend the league's money, which they were given, and they did. And they said, see, we did it. Now let's trade him. We'll go get another guy. And we're just going to keep checking all our boxes until we can sell the team when we move it to Las Vegas.
Here's the thing you have to understand also. Road teams go in there for 3 games. You can get through anything for 3 days. I'm sorry. You can get through. But they got it. They know not only they're this year, they're there next year and the year after that, and maybe longer, depending on how construction goes. So it's a different grind. That's why the Rays situation is different. Again, they're only there for 1 year. They're like, okay, we can get through this 1 year. And again, they have I know Major League Baseball tried to make Sacramento as good as they can, but the Yankees have had this infrastructure in there for years to make their place the best. And to be honest with you, the Rays are still in their general area of Tampa Bay, so they still get fans. They're for the size of that stadium, they packed that stadium.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that I feel like it was pretty obvious
that
you're
know.
a free agent getting overpaid to go somewhere.
He didn't know it would be this bad. You can't there's an old saying in baseball, little things equal big things. Mm-hmm. Right? So the more little things that get on his nerve,
They add
like,
up.
oh, the mound, this, the air conditioners. And then it turns into, man, this place sucks. And then it turns into this. You know, crowds, like little things add up to huge things.
You're there every day.
Every day.
Every day part
for
of it.
hours.
I actually think him speaking out is smart. If he doesn't say anything, you kind of skate by and maybe he doesn't get dealt, right? This gives, first of all, proof on the A's side. If there's a grievance, they can say this guy desperately wanted out. We have it documented. He essentially demanded a trade without demanding one, right? Now, it's going to get tricky. They're going to have to eat some money right now. I mean, the market wasn't going to pay him at that level. So they're going to have to eat some money to accomplish a trade. But he could help some teams.
100%.
Easily.
I would trade for Luis Severino with the work that he's put together on the road, too. Sign me up. So don't you think it's smart for him to be a little vocal about it if he is pissed?
Yes.
Because then it does give him a chance to get moved.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't say anything, he's probably not going to get moved, right? So there's a reputation portion of this where a lot of people are looking at the case being like, dude, stop whining. You got $67 million to go over there. But he's got nothing to lose by saying something, right?
You have to.
What's the worst case? What's the worst that happens? He doesn't get traded?
They put him on the IL and he doesn't pitch. I mean,
they're not going to void his contract. They're not going. Nothing's
No.
going to happen. And he has enough of a reputation going into this of
Mets.
a great dude, hard worker.
Mets would take him back.
Not for the same money, though.
It won't
They'd
be
have
the
to
same
eat the
money.
Right. You're saying
Sacramento would eat some money. I bet.
Yeah, some money back. Mets could definitely use him, and I think he would thrive there.
Yankees, maybe?
Plenty of teams could use a Luis Severino.
Padres?
in the
He said
market.
some things. He said some things
Padres?
after leaving the Yankees.
Yeah.
He likes
Padres.
to talk. He's a good guy. We've had him on our show in Arizona. You guys should have been there. Oh, wait.
Marcus Stroman said some things, and he's on the Yankees.
They can't move him.
No. Even before he arrived. Remember that?
Yeah.
He said something. It was him and Cashman had some beef because
Yeah,
Cashman
but
said
he wasn't.
a
But he
playoff
wasn't a
starter.
player.
On the Yankees.
Severino was a player on the Yankees. Left and said, "Well, these guys are doing this differently." So I'm not saying they won't take him. I'm saying it's something to remember and
Sure.
think about.
Okay. We're going to take you through the latest card that I pulled in my Arena Club slab pack, AJ. And here it is. I pulled a Jared Jones card. So Jared Jones is going to be out for a minute, but I'm going to hold on to this one for the long term. He was nasty in his rookie season.
Agreed. This is a great card to pull. It's going to go up in value once he comes back because this guy dealt in his rookie season, gets punch outs, he gives the innings. Once he's back, Scott, you're in it for the long term. Don't give up on Jared Jones or this card you got from Marina Club.
Yep, there it is. That's how you pull a slab pack card. It's very cool. It's all fancy and digital. You can get it sent to you physically. And if you want to sell it right back to Arena Club, you can do that with their buyback option right away, or you can hold it. Right now, you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase. Just go to arenaclub.com/FOUL. Use code FOUL. We've been talking about Arena Club all season long because they dominate the hobby. If you buy, sell, trade, collect, go for it.
Luis Severino is in Sacramento, and he's not happy. But he just signed a 3-year deal to go there. Do they trade him? What do they do with him? Because he will not stop basically complaining about the place he picked to go. I know they gave him the most money, but he picked to go there, and now he's like, this place sucks. Other people on the team can't really say it because, you know, they're brought up there. They're kind of stuck. But Severino's like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. This place sucks. I can't pitch here. And they're like, well, you just signed 3 years. Guess what? You might have to.
Luis Severino, AJ, knew exactly where he was signing, right?
Did he? Did he though, Jim? Because it's weird.
He knew he was going to West Sacramento, not for 1 year or 2 years, 3 years. They're not going to Vegas till after that. He knew exactly where he was going, AJ. And this is what happens with greed, right? I want to take the most years and the most money. My agent wants me to as well because he gets a better commission. No one else offered 3 years, $67 million. That's where I'm going. Well, then you have to live up to it. Like, if that's where you decided to go. Now, that being said, look, I've heard the criticism. Zach Wheeler said the mound, feels like cement. Carlos Correa said it's the worst batter's box he's ever been in. Joe Ryan of the Twins said that he wonders if the mound isn't why his teammate Pablo Lopez got injured. Look, those kind of comments I take seriously, and I think Major League Baseball should look into it. because I'm not hearing the complaints about Legends Field, George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. I'm not hearing those complaints. But in terms of where he was signing and where the clubhouse was going to be, he knew that when he signed the contract, and now he wants to get out, and now he wants to be traded if he can, try to go to a contender and hope some contender will take the $67 million. But that's what happens. And, I always said to people, don't make the decisions based on how much money someone offers you. Go to a place where you're going to be happy. I always wanted players that wanted to go to a place to win. That's what I wanted. I wanted players that were willing to take less to stay. I wanted people that were driven to win and be part of a team more than the most money in the most years. And personally, I have followed that up in all my decisions in life. I've taken huge pay cuts from time to time to be in the right position with the right people. Winning to me is everything. And for Luis Severino, and I would sit there and love to say that no GM is going to want him now because he said all these things. That's a lie, because there are teams that need pitching bad enough that they actually will get engaged. The Athletics will have to pay down some salary, but he will still be movable in a market where there's not a lot of starting pitching available.
Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.